Hi Ray, it's Ross County here at Cappielow on Saturday. Can I get your thoughts going into the match, please?
Yeah, yeah. Ross County obviously we all know the situation. Just been relegated. In my opinion, I think they've recruited very well. They've got a very strong squad. Started the season extremely well. A good result against Alloa and obviously a very good result away from home against Dunfermline. So we know this will be a very tough test. I would imagine Ross County be probably the favourite for the league this year. So very tough game, but also listen, it's a great game for us to be playing on Saturday.
You mentioned they're one of the pre-season title favourites. They've recruited well.
Yeah, they're a very strong squad, and they've come down, kept most of their squad together, added some real quality. They've had the luxury of being out to buy players, and I've had a look at their squad. Obviously, we've had them watched 3 times now this season, and all the reports come back very strong, very big, athletic, strong, talented squad, and with good players in depth. So rightly so, they'll be one of the favourites to win the league after coming down. But as we know, it's not that easy in this division. Even some of the best teams, they find it very difficult, and that's what we aim to make it on Saturday. Extremely difficult. So we're playing some nice football at the moment, and listen, I'm looking forward to the game. It'll be a good marker. When I say marker, it'll be good for us to go out and let me see where we are in this game. And for me personally, I'm looking forward to it. I always do.
You mentioned you've had them watched. Did you get the chance to see them yourself? Have you
Yeah,
had that opportunity? Was it the Hibs
yeah,
game
the Hibs
maybe?
game. I had them watched twice before that. So listen, we know all the players. We know the shape they're going to play. They might change it, but very strong squad. And like I said, they'll be title favourites. But listen, we need to focus on exactly how we're going to play. It's important that we have a game plan. That we have to look to find a way to beat this team, and that's what my job's been for the last 10 days, is to figure a way to beat them. So we think we might have figured our way out. But listen, it's going to be a great game Saturday, hopefully, and it's one I'm looking forward to.
It was a free weekend. Change training at all, if at all?
It hasn't changed the training. We've worked. It was good to get a really good week's training this week, with a focus on the game. Last week, it was an opportunity to just heal some wee niggles and things like that with some players who haven't played a lot of football over the last year, played a lot of games recently. So recharging the batteries, making sure we get the balance right of doing their work, and so they're fresh going into the game on Saturday. So we think it's been a real positive for us.
Was there a bounce game on Friday, maybe a reserve team, just to get some boys
Yeah,
extra?
yeah. It was just the young kids versus some of the guys that need to just up their fitness. Denny Johnstone played 30 minutes before he played the game on Monday, so that was good mentally for him. Very light contact game. Everybody needed to get a wee run out, got a wee run out, and but like I said, it was more for the guys who are needing it, who are coming back in the team after being out injured for periods of time.
Coming into this game, how are you feeling the form is with the team with recent results?
Good. As I said, I think us as a team and as a club, from when we took over maybe 8, 9, 10 weeks ago, wherever it was, we were always going to be a work in progress. We started with 4 players, not banging on about that, but we have to gel a team. We have to pull a team together, build a team, create that team spirit, which I think we have. We had to create that forward momentum in terms of performance, which I think we have. And I think the last 2 performances have been very good. Listen, Queen of the South out there was, we done well. Okay, we drew 2-2, but listen, it was a good performance. We went away from home to Alloa, which I think will be a very tough place for people. We put on a really professional performance, if you ask me that. The guys were very disciplined and got the result. And now we come back here to Cappielow on Saturday, and I think the squad's in good shape. There's a good confidence about them. I don't think we're at full strength at the moment in terms of the players we still have to come back into the team. So, but we're in a good place, and I think the form's pretty good.
Goals have been coming from around the park as well.
Yeah, it was something I said at the start of the season to the players. I said we need to be a team that can score from different areas of the park. We're not going to rely on one goal scorer to try and score us 20 goals a season, albeit we'd like that. Hopefully 2, but we do encourage our players to get forward at the right moments in the game and lend their support to the attack. And to be fair, Tidser and Chrissy Miller, 2 goals last week, they've definitely popped up and scored a few, so which is good.
You touched on the reserve game at Falkirk on Monday. You were there, so you're there. What was your thoughts on that? Must have been pleasing. There's positives to take.
Yeah, lots of positives. It's very competitive games. You know, it was great to see Denny get his first 2 goals this season, albeit in the first half, in the first 45. Good to get him 45 minutes into the tank. Robert got 90, and obviously Derek Gatson got time on the park. Scott Tiffany again, who's short of match fitness as well. So it was good to get that in there as well. It's also pleasing to see the young boys. In the first half, we were probably the team on top, and slightly roles reversed in the second half. And it was good to see their attitude to defend, to keep that clean sheet, and so that was very pleasing.
Denny getting the 2 goals, quite important. Denny could be a big player this season.
Yeah, great for his state of mind. He's been out injured for a while, very tentative. Which you are when you've had a knee injury. But to come back, play his first game, score 2 goals, and 2 very different goals, which was good. Had a good chat with him today. He's feeling good. He's not up to speed yet, but he's feeling really good, and that's really good for us as a club moving forward, because he brings something different. He can score all different types of goals. He's got a good presence. He can make runs down the channels. He can header the ball. He can hold the ball in. So, yeah, really pleased for him. And the game on Monday will have done his mental state. Nothing but good.
Any chance of Denny being involved on Saturday, even on the bench, or is it too early for that?
We'll see. Possibly. Had a good chat with him after training today, before they went in the gym. He said he feels good. Felt sharp today. We've done a wee bit of sharp feet with him today after training. And listen, he's not ready to start a game. That's for sure. Will he make the bench? Possibly. Will he get any time on the park? Possibly. We'll just see how he is tomorrow. But we don't want to rush him back. We don't want to rush him back and have him out for any other period of time. So we need to be very careful and mindful of where he's come from. Speaking
of the injury situation, can you give us an update?
Pretty good. There's young Strappy's back in training, albeit it's light training, but he's back kicking a ball. So we would imagine maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 games, 3 games, he'll start pushing for a start if it doesn't get any reaction to the injury. Denny, I think as well, probably back in training, but we're probably looking at 2 or 3 reserve games before we can seriously consider starting him, unless we see a real improvement in his fitness in terms of match fitness. Robert Thompson, very similar. He's played 90 minutes, but still quite sore. So we just have to monitor them and not rush them. But everybody else, I think, as I said, I thought the middle of August, late August, I think we should have everybody back to full speed in training anyway, and that's where we are. So fingers crossed it's obviously Saturday and moving forward that everybody stays fit and we get the real competition for places in that team.
Excellent, Ray. Thank you very much for your time. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Jonathan.